My name is Janak Patel. I am from Alpha College of Engineering and Technology and I am from Mechanical branch.
Myself Trupti Rathod. I am from Safroni College and my branch is Mechanical.
I'm Alice D'Souza, working as an assistant professor with Parul Institute of Technology, and I'm also teaching with Mechanical department.
I am Bhupendra Patel. I am from the Dr. Jivraj Mehta Institute of Technology. I am teaching in the Computer Science and Engineering.
Myself Mir Mistry. I am coming from Alpha College of Engineering Technology, Department of Mechanical Engineering.
Myself Pushpa Roy, presently teaching at Home Engineering College in Mechanical department.
Okay. What is empathy mapping? It is the first step when you are going to study design engineering, and it is the first chart or the first canvas that you will be making when you start with your design engineering course. Now, what is the word empathy? The word empathy means that you're going to emotionally connect with your user or with the person whom you're going to try and sell your product. So that is the word, that is empathy. Now when you say what do you mean by you're going to map in the empathy, or what is empathy mapping has to do, or what does this canvas ask you, what do you need to do for this canvas, is a very simple thing. You need to build an emotional connect with the user. Now how are you going to build an emotional connect with the user? Are you going to keep yourself in the place of the user? No. What we are asking you to do is a complete free thinking process. When you do that free thinking process, you can think of anything at all. Anything that comes to your mind, and that is nothing but that is the first thought that comes to your mind is something that you emotionally connect to. In this particular case, it was transportation. Now, the entire canvas is divided into various sections. The section which you are seeing over here is the user section, then the stakeholders, activities, storyboarding, and then you have happy, sad, and again sad. Now, what is this exactly? How is this entire empathy mapping divided? First thing that you come, whatever, when you have taken your project, if you're designing it for transportation or if you're designing it for village purpose, what is the first thing that comes to your mind as a user for transportation? It could be goods, it could be passengers, etc., etc. So now whatever are the users according to you for this extremely big thing that has come to your mind, you note it down in the first column, that is in the user section. N number of new users. Remember, when you're doing design engineering, there is no right or wrong. So just go ahead, be free and let your mind loose. So as many number of users you want, you jot it down over here. Now, taking into consideration these users, who are going to be the stakeholders for these users? Stakeholders are those who are going to get a direct or an indirect income because of these users. So write down the number, N number of names of these stakeholders in this particular column of stakeholders. Now, come down to the column of activities. This is something that you need to go in depth into. Please do not think of what problem you're going to identify or what project you're going to do. Please just follow the procedure and enjoy this entire journey. So when you're talking about activities, what are the various activities this passenger or whomever you have selected is going to do during the day? He's going to enter into the train, he's going to enter into the bus, or is he going to buy an online ticket? Whatever. Or if he's going to purchase a book, n number of activities, anything that comes to your mind, you write it down in the column of activities. After you have set yourself free and written n number of activities, then now you go on to the storytelling part. When you're talking about storytelling part, have two situations. One, let it be a happy situation and let it be a sad situation. When you're talking about a story, when I say empathy, I need to connect to you. I cannot connect to anyone if there is no character for my particular story. So I need a name with whom I can identify, be it Ramesh or Suresh, from a very simple chocolate advertisement, or be it anybody, be it Aarti, etc. So you give your characters a name and write a story according to it. Write a happy story, two happy stories, two sad stories. These will find you connecting with these particular characters. That is nothing but empathy mapping. Okay, your second canvas that which you will be moving on is to your ideation canvas. Now, you move on to the second stage. After you have built an empathy connect, you now move on to your ideation canvas. The first thing that you see in the ideation canvas is the people. Now, who is going to be using your project? The various type of people who are going to be connected to your project will come under the first banner of people, and write down as many names. If you are taking transportation, who is traveling? Is it students? Is it families? Is it lawyers? Is it doctors? So let them go in your first column. Be creative. Language is not a barrier over here. If you want to write in Gujarati, Hindi, Tamil, Marathi, whatever you're comfortable with, just go ahead and write it down in this particular column. Draw, make it interesting. It is your own canvas. Now move on to the second part of the canvas, that is, this particular section is called as activities. Now in activities, try and write down activities which are a process. Like it could be net surfing, it could be buying online tickets, it could be dealing with your conductors, anyone. So all these little activities must come down in this activity section. When you move on to this side, you come here situation, context and location. Now what is situation, context and locations? These are, if I'm taking a very simple example of journey. A journey can be a night journey, it can be a day journey. If I'm traveling by bus, it could be in a hilly region, it could be in a desert region, it could be in a coastal region. So all those various situations, you need to write it down over here. All the various locations that come to your mind when you think of these activities, you need to jot it down over here. Once you're done through with this portion of the chart, you now move on to the final portion of the ideation canvas, that is props and possible solutions. When you write these various things, be it night journey, day journey, whatever your situation is, you will realize that there are certain things that you will encounter or which come as problems to you, and you have come, and when you brainstorm, you've come to a solution. Write down the solution for these various situations in this particular section, and be free. Even if it's not a realistic solution, just go ahead and write it down. That's it. That's all you have to do in ideation canvas. Product development canvas. This is the last canvas of your design engineering first module. What do you do in the product development canvas is, the first part that you're going to fill is the purpose part. What is the purpose of your entire project? Now you need to streamline from this entire dreamland that you have been cruising in. So you come down to the first place where you write down the purpose of your entire project. After you've done, you write down who is going to be utilizing it in the people section. Who is going to utilize your product? That person is your consumer or your customer. Once you've done this, please do not go down to the components. You have to finish in product features. What are the various features that you would like your product to have? It's an open imagination. Write as many features as you want. Once you've done that, what are these various features indicating towards? They will indicate an arrow towards something called as a product functions. Once you've reached here, it has to be just a precise word of 1 or 2 words. Once you've determined what the function is of your product, you go down to you move up rather to what is product experience. Your product experience will tell you the various things that your consumer is going to feel. After you've done that, you now can assure yourself as to now you can come down to customer revalidation. You go to the customer, sell him your product, get a feedback from him as to what are his complaints or what are the things that he enjoys about your product, and jot them down in this particular section. Once you've done that and you're sure of what your product is, you then go down. He has given you complaints, so now you can innovate and redesign, and that is exactly what this particular column to your nearest corner is telling you. After that, this is the most simplest thing, and this is telling you components and what are the various details of your product that you need to list down, be it your hard copy, be it your soft copy, whatever it is, that all will come under this.